Welcome to round 12, the British Grand Prix of Ultimate F1, the halfway point of the season. But before we go green, I've decided to simulate F2. So here you can see the results of the top 3 in the first 5 races, and I am actually all caught up now. So I'll show you the points real quick, and I'm just doing this so when people get called up, it's easier to do it, and the drivers with lines, and then that's because they're not currently driving, because they were in F1, or are just not on the team anymore. But yeah, here's how things are going in F2 as of right now. Things will be changing, as you'll see at the end of UK. There will also be the results from the F2 race, just slight results. It's just there so I know who to pull up and stuff. But MP's doing really good, and then Invicta, Prema, Campos, High-Tech, Trident is doing pretty bad right now. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about that. Anyway, the green flag in the United Kingdom, Great Britain, the British Grand Prix, for the final race until half, where driver swaps, contracts, everything, R&D changes, it's all going down. But the green flag drops in Britain, and we qualified P20, and Piastri's down here, and Russell, and Perez. Crazy, but points leader Oscar Piastri is like 15th or 16th right now, and after the first lap we will come out in 13th. But you know, a lot happens at the start, and I came into this UK race without any practice. I usually practice a little bit, but I didn't get any. But everyone went wets, but I actually went inters, which in the end is actually going to help out for us here a little bit, because yeah, it was really wet, then it dried up, or it is drying up, and now wets are not the tire, and now inters are. But we are going to be P13, passing Gasly and Guan Yu up to 11th now, with Bottas up the road side by side with Joe Guan Yu. The kick, they're actually kind of starting to fall off ever since, you know, they had that really good push there, and I don't actually know why I pushed Joe off there. That was kind of weird. Anyway, yeah, they had their little fall off, or they were really excelling, and then they're kind of falling off a little bit. But we have a pretty bad entry, and oh, I guess I forgot to cut this, whatever. Antonelli has actually been doing really good, and there's a chance that he will just fully take over for Lance Stroll for the rest of the season at Aston Martin, which could mean, unlike real life, he won't go to Mercedes, but we'll see how things go. Anyway, we come out on hards because the rain has left, and the 2 leaders are still out. Norris and Leclerc, they have a good lead now, but they're going to just start getting slowed down by the fact that they are not on dry tires. But we are up to P9 with Guan Yu behind us, but the rain is coming back, so Norris and Leclerc don't have to pit. They're just in an amazing spot right now. They have just pulled away because of not having to pit. So I actually accidentally stay out again because I'm kind of bad at paying attention to pitting when it's raining. So I come out in 3rd, but the rain is coming in right here, so we slide right off because, you know, that's how this game works. And we're down to 4th. We take a corner, absolutely slide off. Here comes Hamilton, and the rain's already slowing down. So inters would have been the call. So as we are dropping back, Antonelli up to P6 or P5. He's just cooking it up in the Aston Martin. Glad Lance is gone. I guess he can no longer be daddy's money anymore. But yeah, Carlos Sainz back after that appendicitis. But on lap 5, you know, we have to come down. We come out in P16 on inters though, because, you know, it's drying up, so I don't need wets. Just like the start of the race. And we're up to P15. But yeah, Carlos Sainz back. Behrman had a good run, scored 2 points. Antonelli not so much, but he's cooking up here. And we are going to catch and hopefully pass Russell here because he's on wets, not the preferred tire. I have to hit the brakes there so I don't run him off, and you know. But we should get him here. We don't get him here. I guess we don't get him at all. Oh, no, we're going to catch him here. Yep. We're just in a constant battle this race. Nothing's really settling. And now we're 3 wide with Albin and Russell. Albin gets us. We are now side by side with Albin. We get him here, but he fights back. Russell and Hulkenberg and Albin 3 wide behind us. Norris still your race leader, but they actually, they come out first, and they're going to be fresh on tires way before everyone else. They're not way, but yeah, they got a pretty good lead. Anyway, Russell battling with us. He's not letting it go, but we are going to come into pit road again to take tires to end us off for the race as we take hards, or mediums to make it to the end. And we'll come up P11, and we'll actually stay there for a while until lap 10, where Albin catches us because he's on softs, and he just runs us off like a little bum. And now Russell's on us, but we keep on fighting, trying to catch back up to Albin, which we try and keep the gap to a good distance. We have a good corner there, another corner that is very good. We have now caught Albin. We catch the slipstream, pull up behind Albin, go for the pass on Albin right away. Yep, we get there, but Albin, that wasn't even really his fault, but it was because of him that I ran it into the grass. And now we're side by side with Russell, and we are going to stay out because we don't really need to pit anymore, but they do, which is actually going to end up helping them. So we're going to be all alone until lap 15, 3 to go, where those fresh tire guys catch up to us. But Piastri actually isn't on fresh, but he's just fast. Yeah, Albin kind of runs us off there. We try to fight him, but he's just too quick, and we'll settle in to lap 12 until lap 16, 2 to go, where Piastri and Russell catch us. And again, Russell's just on fresh softs, and Piastri and I are on rough mediums and hards, so it's really no competition. Russell has the advantage. We keep trying to fight him side by side with George Russell. We are going to kind of get shoved off there, but we keep the distance, keep it going, right up behind Russell, running it wide on those old tires, get to the inside, but it wasn't enough because Russell is going to push us off. And then coming to the final lap of the British Grand Prix, we are P13 with Piastri behind us, Russell ahead. 2 good drivers, they're just having a bad day. And Lando Norris has actually already won the race. Sainz in second, Leclerc in third. So Sainz, after his appendicitis, comes home with P2. He's amazing. Cooking up. I think Ferrari is probably going to get something good going their way, but with very worn out mediums. We try and hold off Piastri as best as we can to just slip in that P13. We're starting to really do better this season. Didn't start off the greatest, but we're really stepping it up here. But we hold off Piastri as best as we can, kind of push him into the grass at the end and get a penalty for it. But we will hold P13. And look at Guan Yu and Bottas. They just do horribly. But Norris, Sainz, Leclerc, you top 3. Sainz getting fastest lap. And look at the Alpine boys over there. And Antonelli scores. But it is Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Perez, Gasly, Piastri, Guan Yu, Bottas, Ocon, Antonelli top 10 in qualifying. Then Sainz, Alonso, Hamilton, Russell, Pinto, Albin, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, Darwin for qualifying. Then in the races, Norris, Sainz, Leclerc, your top 3, Verstappen, Gasly, Ocon, Antonelli, Perez, Alonso, Hamilton. Scoring then Russell, Albin, Darwin, Piastri, Hulkenberg, Guan Yu, Bottas, Magnussen, Tsunoda, and Pinto to finish it off. So Oscar Piastri has the points lead still. Then it's Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, all over 100. Then Perez, Hamilton, Guan Yu, Gasly, Bottas, Alonso, Ocon, Darwin, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Antonelli, Albin, Behrman, Tsunoda, Stroll, Pinto, and Sargent to round it out. And in the constructors, it's McLaren with a 49-point lead over Ferrari. Then Red Bull, Mercedes kick your top 5. And there you can see the gap standings too for Piastri. He is doing amazingly. So, congratulations to Lando Norris on winning the British Grand Prix, and Ferrari taking the bottom of the podium with Carlos Sainz in second and Charles Leclerc in third. They are doing pretty good right now later into the halfway. But congratulations to Lando Norris on winning his first ever Ultimate F1 race and his first career F1 race because at the time of this happening, he had never won before. So congratulations to Lando. Also, I forgot the F2 standings. Dirksen actually wins it. Here's the top 10, and then the rest of the field. So I'll see you in the next video.